Our newsroom has received many calls and emails from electronic benefits transfer, or EBT recipients over the last couple of weeks saying their food assistance benefits for the month of February were stolen. We're getting answers for them as to where that money is gone.
We're the most vulnerable of the community, but we're still part of the community, and we deserve answers. We deserve a timeline. We deserve, some kind of answers, and it just doesn't seem to be coming.
On February 3rd, Gary Roseman went to the grocery store, his EBT allowance in hand, but was turned away after swiping his card at the register.
I had her do it again because I got angry. Because I'm like, why are you trying to embarrass me? And then when I actually said, wait a minute, let me call my card, and it was $2 left on there.
Roseman tells Western Mass News his EBT allotment of $230 for food assistance for the month was gone just one day after he received them. He's one of many across Western Mass.
We've received dozens of reports in the past 2 weeks or so of individuals having money taken out of their DTA accounts.
Ryan Walsh, spokesperson for the Springfield Police, tells Western Mass News his department is working alongside the Department of Transitional Assistance and other agencies to put a stop to EBT credit card skimming.
On February 2nd, on the Friday, at a grocery store on Belmont Ave, our officers arrested an individual who was retrieving 2 credit card terminal covers.
On February 2nd, Ion Stoica was charged by Springfield Police with 2 counts of identity fraud and 1 count of destruction of property. The police report from Stoica's arrest reads in part, quote, Ion pulled a credit card skimming device off a Terminal 1 and began walking towards the exit. The owner of the store expressed customers had shared with him that funds had disappeared from their accounts after shopping at his store. Officers believe that Stoica's machines are consistent with the missing funds.
That person was retrieving these types of skimming devices. It's not connected yet to these EBT thefts, but it is more likely than not that this was tied in somehow.
Stoica was arraigned on February 5th and posted his $2,000 bail. But this hasn't been the only case.
We were able to come across them, and when we did find one, we went ahead, we alerted the officials, and then we also looked at all of our locations and all devices.
On Friday, Big Y released a statement saying across 10 Bay State stores, they discovered that each had 1 skimming device installed from December 19th through the 21st. Additionally, they say a device was installed in their Westfield location from December 19th through January 12th. The grocery store chain says that they are investigating the circumstances, continuously inspecting all of their terminals and working with law enforcement.
We constantly check because we want to make sure we're checking. So when something like this happens, we immediately want to jump on that and let people know. If we should find that somebody's information was compromised, we are going to obviously work with them to make sure they can protect themselves.
Roseman tells Western Mass News that he shopped at the Big Y on St. James Avenue in Springfield before his benefits were stolen. That's one of the stores on the groceries chain list of impacted stores. Now, he's still waiting to be reimbursed by the DTA.
I don't even know if they're going to replace the benefits that were stolen. That's how in the dark everyone is. We have no if or when anything is going to result from this.
In a statement to Western Mass News, the DTA says, in part, quote, they're committed to protecting our clients against fraudulent activities and ensuring they have access to the benefits they've been issued. When Roseman paid the Springfield DTA office a visit, he says he was told he would eventually be reimbursed. Whether that'll happen next month or not is still to be determined.
I'm optimistic. Confident, no. Optimistic, yes.
For the time being, Roseman is taking things one meal at a time and getting help from friends.
What did you have for breakfast today?
Just 2 muffins and some orange juice. And that's because I had the muffins left from a couple days ago.
What are you eating for lunch?
To be determined. Yeah.
And dinner?
To be determined.
Okay.
But it's something, I'm going to eat something. It's just, I mean, I got a friend that comes by, his wife cooks, he'll bring me a plate, stuff like that. So it's not embarrassing, but it's really humbling. I don't know. But it is embarrassing at the same time.
Like so many others, Roseman will hold his breath till March 2nd.
The computer says I will be getting something on March 2nd. How I make it from here to March 2nd is by going into debt to eat.
The DTA and Springfield Police Department recommend all shoppers, not just EBT recipients, to examine machines before using them. If tampered with, the machine will not be stable at the register. As another layer of security, they say run cards as credit, not debit, as much as possible.